Welcome to the third bonus for season 8 of Most Cowbell. This is the UK tour. I have broken it up into 3 parts: the first week, the second week, and the last week. We took the red eye from JFK and arrived in Manchester in the morning of the next day. Here we are in Southport, walking down there. They see this cool street, a lot of character, Wellesley Street. Thank you. Oh yeah. Here we are at the Continental, which was the first gig in Preston, UK, and we're setting up, getting ready to go. It has a nice outdoor part. The gig went well, especially for a first show, and later that night we drove back to Southport because it was close by before we would drive the next day to Barnoldswald. My road team consisted of Meiyue and I, who carried my gear, and Andy Travers, who drove and was responsible for booking many of the venues. Good to go. Fortunately, we had stayed close to the venue, so because we'd forgotten some gear, we could just pick it up on our way to the next show.
Thank you. Good to meet you, mate. Like I said, lifesaver. I'm so glad. Well, luckily we live in Southport. So lovely. Interesting.
Oldham. Here we are in Oldham, a classic English town. We drove through Oldham, UK, which was where Andy Travers grew up.
Very kind of same structures they always are, you know.
Yeah. These fieldstone bricks, you know, they're not bricks, they're odd shapes. That's one over here. Look at that. We made a lunch stop in Clitheroe, which was where Blue Coupe played 11 years earlier, and this time we got to visit the castle.
Town centre, that's where we want to head for.
Yeah.
That's what we're all about.
Unfortunately, we did not get together with Phil and Beverly Knight, whose club we played there. Okay, this is the green room in Barnolds. It's got a bed at the green room up at the top, a little loft. Look at how nice this is. Yeah. There's the street outside. It's got like a big TV, a stove for those chilly nights, guitar on the wall. The club in Barnoldswald was a game changer for me. It was very tight, sold out. The audience sang along, and I started to feel more comfortable doing this solo show. I thought, oh, maybe it can work. We stayed in the town that night and just walked to where we stayed, and then the next morning we got up and went over to the club again. There's a nice music shop next door, and then we got on our way. We stopped in Skipton, UK, to see the castle there and get some lunch. And while we were there, we went into this more than 1,000-year-old cathedral, and it was quite nice. A lot of history there, a lot of things that you could see. We took pictures, of course, Maya and myself, and we also there was a prayer tree where you gave a donation, you lit a candle, and you put some people that you wanted to remember who had passed away on a tree in there, and what you hope to have for them. And that was very touching. I was moved, surprisingly. I did not expect that.
Right. And where's that hotel I stayed at last time?
In Bradford, beautiful old Englishtown. You see speed undergoing
Thank you.
restoration.
No, you're welcome.
Right, so we have got quite a walk, but like I said, we haven't.
A little bit of reach. That's good. Good. I'm not playing that song. And my vision was so cloudy, and I saw things through two eyes. I am a sailor on the raging gale, and I know a thing or two. Out to the coordinates and over the side. Yes, I know a thing or two. The last show of this leg of the tour was in Chester at a club called Alexander's. It was probably one of the best shows of the tour. Unfortunately, that was where I let a fan try and change the strings on the Evertune telly, and it got broken, so I was not able to use it for the rest of the tour. But fortunately, I had a spare, and we spent the next day in Chester walking around and seeing this wonderful city.